Oi, Scarlett, I need you to go and pick me up at McDonald's and a few other things from the shop.
Hello to you too.
Yeah, hello, whatever. Look, I need you to go now. I'm going out tonight and I need those things, like, ASAP.
I'm not your slave, you know? Go and get whatever you want yourself. I'm busy.
Doing what? Messing about on your laptop? I mean, what do we even do all day? Cause as far as I can tell, it's absolutely nothing. You sit on your laptop all day, every day, acting like you're doing something important, but I bet it's not.
How could you even say that? I'm working incredibly hard. Just because I don't go out to an office every day or work a normal 9 to 5 doesn't mean that my job isn't important or difficult.
How hard can sitting at home in your pajamas be? I mean, honestly, it's kind of pathetic. You need to get a real job and start earning some proper money, like me.
You? The only reason you have a job is because mom got it for you. If it weren't for her sticking up for you, you'd be unemployed. How many mistakes has she had to cover for you now? I'm surprised you've not been fired yet.
Of course I won't be fired. Mom wouldn't let that happen.
Of course she wouldn't. Because you're her golden girl, right? God forbid you have to act your age and handle things like a grown-up. No. As long as mom's around, she'll do everything for you.
Maybe if you were more like me, then mom would actually like you. Besides, you have a lot to say considering you're currently living with us and freeloading off of us.
I might be living at home temporarily, but I'm definitely not freeloading. I pay more than my fair share of the bills and rent. Not to mention, I buy all of my own food and do pretty much everything for myself, like the washing and stuff. Unlike you, all you do is laze around at home, making a mess and expecting mom to clean up after you. You don't even pay her any money towards the bills.
Ugh, whatever.
You are so selfish. I don't know why mom doesn't see it. You literally don't care about anyone but yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. I know I'm embarrassed to have you as a sister.
You're embarrassed of me? I'm the one who should be embarrassed to have such a dorky, ugly, and frankly annoying little sister. God knows I've lied about you being my sister. Who would actually want to be related to you?
The feeling's mutual.
Mutual? What does that even mean?
Look it up in a dictionary. You might actually learn something for once in your life.
Are you saying I'm stupid?
Your words, not mine.
You know what?
What?
You're going to regret being such a little witch to me. Just you wait and see.
Whatever you say.
Scarlett, how could you be so mean to your sister? All she asked was if you could run to the shops for her. There was no need to be so vile to her.
Oh, hello, Mom. I see Lindsay's been talking to you. Of course you'd take her side without even asking me about what happened.
What's there to explain? All your sister asked for was for you to grab her a few things from the shops while she got ready for her night out. There was no need for you to be so hateful towards her. Honestly, would it have really hurt you just to do what she asked?
Since when am I her servant? If I was already out, then you know I would have picked whatever she needed up, but I wasn't. In fact, I was in the middle of doing some important work. I definitely didn't have the time to go and grab a bunch of stuff simply because she couldn't be bothered to go and get them herself.
How selfish of you.
Excuse me? How?
Well, Lindsay told me that your work isn't really work. You just sit on your laptop all day. Probably on Facebook or YouTube or something. At least if you had helped her out, you could have been doing something useful with your time.
If I don't work, then how am I getting all of my money? The money that I use to pay you, rent, and bills?
Who knows? Perhaps you're signed up to one of those awful adult sites. What is it called now? Fans only or something like that?
Wow, you really think I'd sign up to do something like that? You seriously can't accept that I simply work hard?
Well, let's face it, hun. You're not the brightest star. What else could you do, really?
So now you're calling me stupid?
Isn't that what you called Lindsay? At least she has a proper job that she works hard at. That actually takes skill and dedication.
As opposed to my work?
Well, yes.
Right. Okay. Did you actually want something from me, or did you just decide that you were going to try and make me feel rubbish about myself?
Now, there's no need to be so dramatic. Not everything is about you, you know.
Nothing is about me according to you. All you care about is Lindsay. You never once took my side or tried to help me.
Did you ever think that maybe there's a reason for that?
And what would that be?
Your sister is simply better than you, and she needs all the help she can get so that she can be recognized for her talents. She's going to become rich and take care of me in my old age. That's just something you won't be able to do. I need to make sure that my future is secured as well. State pensions don't pay that much, you know.
Oh wow. Well, at least I can see where Lindsay gets her selfish and self-centered attitude from.
Ugh, enough of this. I'm done arguing with you. There was something I needed to tell you, which is why I messaged in the first place.
What's that then? Going to tell me that I need to give Lindsay my kidney now so she can sell it and get rich?
It's that stupid attitude, which is why me and Lindsay have decided that you need to leave.
What?
Not so snarky now, are you? Me and your sister have decided that it would be better for everyone if you left the home. We simply can't put up with your selfish ways any longer.
You're seriously kicking me out? Because you think that I'm the one being selfish?
Yes, your actions earlier with Lindsay were simply the last straw. We don't want such a heartless person in the family. You need to be gone by tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow? Where am I going to go?
I don't know, but it's your problem, not mine, to figure out. If all your things aren't gone, then I'll simply throw them out onto the street.
Oh, don't worry. I wouldn't want to spend a single minute longer in this vile house than I have to. Hey, Mike. Sorry to message so late. Are you about?
Hey, Scarl. Yeah, what's up?
My mom is kicking me out of the house. I need to move out by tomorrow afternoon. I was wondering if I could crash in your spare bedroom until I find a place of my own.
Of course you can. I can't believe she's doing that to you.
I can. I bet it's all Lindsay's idea. My mom always does whatever she wants. On the upside, I finally finished the code for my game. There's just a few things that I need to tweak, and then it should be good to go.
That's great to hear. Companies are gonna be jumping at you to buy it. It's easily the best game that I've played in ages.
Thanks, Mike. I'll be at yours soon.
Cool. I'll get the ice cream waiting. See you soon.
Hello? Is this Scarlett?
Hello? Who is this?
It's Lindsay, your sister. I know it's been a while since we last spoke. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Oh, that's good. I'm good too, by the way.
Great.
Well, I say good. There are a few things I actually need help with, if you'd be able to.
There it is.
What do you mean?
I knew the only reason you were texting me was to try and get your hands on my money.
Well, I'm pretty sure I saw it written somewhere that you're a billionaire now.
That's right. My game's paid off. Companies loved my series so much that they paid me big money to own them. I've invested that money sensibly and managed to make my fortune.
Yeah, that's quite a lot of money though, and I'm sure you could spare some, right?
I could, but I won't. Not to you anyway.
You don't understand. I just need some money so that I can buy a place to live. Living with mom is driving me crazy.
You still live with mom?
Well, yeah. I lost my job at the office, so I couldn't afford to get my own place. But you can help me now. I'm your big sister, after all.
Wow. Well, that's a hard no. I'm not going to buy you a house simply because you demand it of me.
Don't be so selfish. You've got billions. You can spare a few million for a decent house for me.
After the way you and mom treated me, I wouldn't spare you a penny.
Are you still upset about that?
You kicked me out of my home when I had nowhere else to go. What kind of family does that?
Well, it did you some good. Look at where you are now. We motivated you to work hard. If anything, you owe us half of your fortune for what we did for you.
You've not changed one bit, still as selfish and self-centered as ever.
I'm not the one hoarding billions to myself.
I don't hoard it, actually. I give millions away to charities every month. You know, to people who actually need the help and not someone who's just being selfish and thinking of themselves.
Are you seriously not going to give me anything? We're family.
No, we're not. You've been my sister by blood, but you're not my family. I've made a new family out of friends who truly love me and would be there for me through thick and thin. They wouldn't just abandon me or kick me out the second they felt like it. How about instead of demanding something that you've done nothing to earn, you focus on making yourself a better person and getting a job? Because you're not getting a penny from me.
I hate you.
I'm sure you do, but I don't care. I've got a great life, and I'm not going to let you ruin that. So this is goodbye. Don't try and contact me again because I won't respond. Have a good life, Lindsay. I hope you eventually learn how to empathize and think of others. You never know. You might actually see good things start happening for you. After that, I blocked Lindsay on every social media platform that I could think of. While she might have been my sister, I knew that she would never respect me and I didn't want that kind of toxicity in my life. I knew I deserved better than that. I eventually met a man who later became my husband, and we now have a wonderful little family. I treat my children with love and respect and make sure that they do the same for each other as well. As for my mom and sister, I'm not entirely sure what happened to them. I never tried to get back in contact with them and can only hope that they came to realize the error of their ways and tried to better themselves and their behavior towards others.
Hey babe, how's it going? How was your final exam? Ugh, freaking terrible, Hayden. Awful. No good. It sucked. I sucked. I hated it. I hate myself. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything that I can help you with? No, there's nothing that you can do, except maybe give me a brain transplant. Switch mine out with somebody halfway intelligent. Come on, hun, you'll do fine. You always think like this after an exam, and you always end up being wrong about it. What do you mean? I'm wrong about what? Being wrong would be pretty rare for me. I'm just saying, I'm sure that you did fine. You're going to make a great doctor someday. Yeah, well, that remains to be seen. Well, anyway, so I'm leaving next Tuesday, you know? You're leaving? Where? Where are you going? My tour of East Asia, the one that I've been talking about almost non-stop for the last month. Oh, really? That's already Tuesday, huh? And, how long are you going to be gone for? 10 days? We're going to Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos. Wow, sounds like hell to me. Why does it sound like hell, Danny? You can't appreciate ancient cultures? It just sounds hot and exhausting. I don't know if it's worth it if you ask me. I'd rather just watch Apocalypse Now or something. Well, I don't think it's going to be anything like watching Apocalypse Now, thankfully. It definitely doesn't interest me, that's for sure. Yeah, but you hate traveling, Danny. Well, what's there to like about it? It's a big pain, the whole thing. It's expensive, and you have to deal with a bunch of jerks. A bunch of jerks, right. I'm just so tired of people, you know? Danny, I'm honestly getting a little bit sick of all of your negativity. Negativity? What do you mean negativity? I'm not negative, you're negative. You see, this is what I'm talking about. You're always yelling at me about something. And now I'm about to go on this really long trip all the way around the world, and who knows what could happen, and you're just being a total jerk, as always lately. Hey, you going on this stupid trip wasn't my idea, it was yours. I don't even know why you want to go anyway. It's not like you even asked me if I wanted to go. Oh yeah? And would you have even considered going? No, never. Gross. So then what are you complaining about? Or do you just like to complain? Whatever, Hayden. Go to Southeast Asia or wherever and have a good time. I want to go there and find myself, Danny. That's why I booked the trip. Find yourself? Well, where are you? I don't know where I am. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Or who I am. What are you talking about? You know that's all a bunch of nonsense, right? What is? Trying to go on a spiritual journey? What's wrong with that? I'm just saying, if you can't find yourself here, if you don't know who you are here, you won't know who is there either, babe. You know what, Danny? I don't think we should see each other anymore. What? What do you mean? Yeah, I think this relationship is over. But why? What's the problem? I just can't handle your negativity, Danny. I can't handle your constant criticism and pessimism. Look, I'm just under a lot of stress, okay? It's no big deal. After school calms down, I'll be myself again. You'll see. Be yourself again? And who is that? Do you know? Or I thought you said it doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't. Wait, huh? I'm sorry, Danny, but I think that our relationship has kind of run its course. So it's really over, huh? You're just going to break my heart, move on, fly to Asia, forget about me forever? I'm sorry, Danny, but goodbye. Hello, Hayden. This is Ferris. How are you? Ferris? Hello. I didn't expect you to text me so soon. I mean, we just got off the boat, practically. When I meet a beautiful woman from my home country on a boat and she gives me her number, I don't mess around. Well, I very much enjoyed meeting you, and I truly appreciate you saving me from falling into the Halong Bay. Most Western tourists around here underestimate how slippery the decks of these boats can get in the morning. Western tourists, huh? Listen to you. You sound like you were born here or something. It almost feels like I was sometimes. I feel this country in my blood, Hayden. I feel Vietnam in my bones. But why? What do you mean, why? There is no why. It just drew me here. I don't question it. But I mean, what step led you to this one, I guess is what I'm saying. Ah, you mean the catalyst? What am I running away from? I didn't say that you were running away from anything. Are you running away from something? Aren't we all running away from one thing or another, though? Isn't that what attracts us Westerners to these ancient civilizations? To seek out old wisdom that will perhaps give meaning to our dreary, workaday Western lives? Actually, I think that my boyfriend was just a jerk. Boyfriend? Well, ex-boyfriend now. Ah, I see. But it wasn't just that, of course. I am confused. I don't know. I guess I'm just at a point in my life where so many things seem possible, but I just don't know which way to go with it, you know? Yes, I know the feeling. I think that's part of what led me to my travels, or at least what started them. But then they just never really stopped. So you just travel the world? Yeah, pretty much. But where do you sleep? Wherever I can. But how do you make money? Oh, I get by. But I don't understand. You were dressed. Yes, I'm a very good dresser. Thank you for noticing. So your parents are rich then or something, right? You're a trust fund kid. Wow, you're a bold one, aren't you? Actually, I'm not, but I figure that since I'm on the other side of the world, I might as well be whoever I want to be. Right, Ferris? Hey, that's right. I like the way you think, Hayden. But I'm on an extended sabbatical. Let's just say that, okay? Okay, fine. Whatever you say. We can be whoever we wish to be here, Hayden. Why put limits on ourselves, right? Sure. So, where's the tour group going next, huh?
Well, tomorrow we're going to the monastery up on the hill. Apparently it's like 400 years old or something.
Oh, yes, I'm very familiar with it.
Really? You've been there?
Many times.
So there's a lot of, like, monks and stuff up there?
Yes, there's a lot of monks.
Oh, cool.
They are very serious people, but very friendly. But please, don't take any photos of them. They don't hesitate to kick you out.
Oh, really? No grace for the Western photo?
None whatsoever. They have a zero-tolerance policy for obnoxious tourists.
Oh, well, I can be down with that.
So, perhaps after, when you get back to your hotel, we could have a drink at the bar.
Yeah, sure, Ferris. That would be great. I'd really like that.
Okay, wonderful. Have fun at the monastery. Oh, and if you see Duke, please tell him that Ferris says hello.
Duke?
Yes, he's a monk up there. Everybody knows him. You'll recognize him because he'll have his phone in his hand and probably an earbud. He's a technology addict.
A monk who's a technology addict?
Strange, huh? Hayden, did you make it back down the mountain okay?
Oh, is this Duke?
Yes, of course this is Duke. Who else knows you're on the mountain?
Right, well, yes, Duke, we did make it back down, safe and sound, and thank you so much. Your monastery really is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to.
Well, aren't you glad that I let you take a couple of pictures then, huh?
Oh, yeah, well, aren't we supposed to keep that our little secret?
Yeah, these other monks up here, they're just so uptight, you know? I mean, I say let the tourists take pictures. Then they'll post the pictures, it's free advertising. More people will come, then hey, more donations. But do they listen? No, they don't.
So I guess that they don't really think of the monastery in those business-like terms, I guess.
Exactly, Hayden. That's exactly their problem. You hit the head of the nail.
Nail on the head.
Huh?
The expression is you hit the nail on the head.
Oh, well, even better. You see, we need to think like you Americans that come and see us up on the mountain.
Oh, you do you? Are you sure that's such a good idea?
Yes. We'll have a ski lift up to the monastery. That will be the first thing. No more of these crumbling old steps.
But I thought the crumbling old steps was kind of the point, you know? Like, the ruins of history and stuff?
What? Are you kidding? I can't believe nobody's gotten killed on those things yet. There's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
So then what's next? The gift shop?
Well, the gift shop is a no-brainer, but we have to think about concessions, food, beverage, entertainment.
Entertainment? Is this going to be like some sort of Buddhist amusement park or something?
Actually, yes, Hayden, that's a great idea. Now you're thinking like a true American.
Oh, no.
We could have rides and games.
Okay, let's just slow down, Duke. I think maybe I know why they don't let you guys have phones now. Speaking of that, how do you get away with that?
With what? With my phone?
Yeah, I mean, are you allowed to have that? Isn't that, like, against being a monk?
Well, not necessarily. We can't have them in the temple, but even our abbot uses one for appointments and stuff.
The abbot is the head of the monastery, right?
Hey, look who learned something from her tour.
Well, gee, thanks.
I mean, we aren't really supposed to use them like I use them, if that's what you're saying.
So how are you doing it then?
I'd rather not talk about it if you don't mind. It's a rather delicate subject around here.
Oh, okay, well, just curious. Sorry, I can't help it.
Curiosity killed the cat, you know. That's a Buddhist saying.
It is? I had no idea.
Originally, yes, it is. Well, I must be getting back. I actually do have to put my phone down and meditate for a while now.
Oh, I forgot to tell you that Ferris says hello.
Ferris says hello?
Yes, you do know Ferris, right?
Yes, I know Ferris, of course. Everybody knows Ferris. And now you know him too?
Well, yeah, I guess I do. We met on the boat out in the bay.
Oh yes, the bay. Ferris is out there a lot. On the bay.
So, have you known him a long time?
Ferris? Well, Ferris, he comes and goes.
Comes and goes, you say?
Yeah, he's a traveler, you know, just kind of roaming the earth.
Yeah, he said something about that. I'm having a drink with him later at the hotel bar.
You having a drink with Ferris alone?
Yeah. Is there a problem with that?
No problem at all. Hello, Hayden. How are you?
Oh, hey, Ferris, what's up?
I'm just sitting on top of my hotel bar, sipping a Mai Tai, enjoying this beautiful sunset.
Oh, you have a hotel room?
Sometimes I do. Today I happen to. So, are we still on for that drink later?
Sure, definitely.
I can meet you at your hotel bar in an hour.
Great. Sounds good.
All right, I'll see you there.
Okay, where are you going to see me?
Well, at your hotel bar, of course, at the Marriott.
But I never told you what hotel I was staying at.
Well, of course you did.
No, Ferris, I did not.
Oh, well, maybe I heard someone else from the tour say it or something.
Okay, sure. Maybe.
So I'll see you then, okay?
Actually, I'm a little bit tired, Ferris. I'm thinking that maybe I'll just hang out at the hotel tonight.
Oh, you're tired. Well, sure, of course. The stairs up to the monastery are killer, right?
Yeah, definitely a killer. Actually, my back is really killing me. I think I'll just go take a dip in the hot tub or something.
Oh, you have a spa at the hotel?
Yeah, I think they do. A sauna and pool and stuff.
Oh, well, want to take a dip? I could go for a swim. It's getting a little bit toasty up here on this roof.
Oh, that's okay, Ferris. I think I'd rather just do it alone.
But why? I mean, your tour is leaving for the north in the morning, right? I won't get to see you again. This will be our only chance.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Ferris. It's been really nice meeting you and all, but I do have to be moving on, you know?
But come on, Hayden, let's meet up. We still have time.
No, Ferris, I don't want to.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, I don't want to meet up with you, okay? So deal with it.
Typical.
Typical what?
Typical woman. Typical silly American girl.
Oh, really? I'm some silly American girl just because I don't want to hang out with some creepy expat?
Me? I'm some creepy expat?
Yeah, that's right. You seem like some weird American guy who preys on tourists.
Ha! You have absolutely no idea who I am, do you? No idea.
No, and I really don't want to find out, and I never want to find out.
Oh, you're right about that, sister. You are right about that. Because I have a past, do you understand?
Oh, you do you?
There's a reason I'm hiding out here in Southeast Asia, Hayden. There's a reason I'm going by Ferris.
Oh, so you're on the lam, huh? You're running from something?
Everybody is.
Well, good job telling me about it. Now if anyone asks, I can just say it was the tall guy going by Ferris.
You better not, Hayden. You better not tell anybody about me.
What are you talking about? Everyone around here seems to know you.
Yeah, but the people back home can't know where I'm at. They don't know about me.
What did you do, Ferris? Or whoever you are?
You'll never know, Hayden. And now it's time for me to disappear again.
Oh, really? So it's on to the next town, just rambling on?
Yep, that's right. That's what being an outlaw is. That's life. You have to roll with it.
Well, it doesn't sound like much of a life to me.
What are you talking about? It sounds exactly like your life right now, touring the continent.
Me going on this tour and finding myself is nothing like you hiding out from whoever you're hiding from.
Oh, really? Is that what you're doing here? Trying to find yourself?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you're going to Cambodia tomorrow, right? Maybe you'll find yourself there.
Hey, American girl, how are you doing?
Duke, what's up? It's so good to hear from you.
So, where are you now? Has the tour continued?
Yeah, actually, we just touched down in Cambodia.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, you're going to have a great time. Cambodia is a beautiful country.
Well, it's definitely going to have some competition with Vietnam, I can tell you that.
Ah, yes, well, there is no country more beautiful than Vietnam, that is for sure. So, I'm happy to be talking to you. I thought you might be dead.
Dead? Why did you think I'd be dead?
Oh, well, that Ferris is a real scoundrel is all.
A real scoundrel?
Oh, yes.
He has quite the reputation.
For, killing people?
What? Oh, no, that was just a joke. Ferris isn't a killer. At least, not that I know of. He's just a cheat and a thief.
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh, well, he likes to steal from American tourists.
He does?
Yeah. Gets them drunk and then gets into their rooms.
Well, gee, thanks for telling me that before, Duke.
Sorry, I wasn't sure. Maybe you were his new girlfriend or something.
So does he have a lot of girlfriends? Is he very popular with the ladies?
Ferris? Oh, yes, but never with the same one twice.
Oh?
I mean, not that I've seen.
So what's his story, Duke? Where did he come from?
Mr. Ferris, he comes and goes. We don't really know where he comes from, but his daddy has money, that's for sure.
Oh, I see. So he comes from money, huh? Well, that explains a few things.
Yeah, all these rich American dudes that come over, they think that they know everything, can treat us like crap. But not Ferris. Ferris is great with all of us, but when he first showed up here, he was with a girl.
A girl?
Yeah, her name was... Oh, I can never remember her name. Delia, that's right.
Oh, and what happened to Delia?
That was the thing. Nobody knows.
What do you mean nobody knows?
Well, one day she was here with him, dancing on the rooftop bar, drinking, having fun. The next day, she wasn't here anymore. She was just gone. And nobody knew where she went.
But what did he say? Where did he say she went?
He just said she went home, back to America.
But what does everyone think? I mean, the locals. What do the monks think happened to her?
We do not get involved in the affairs of the Western tourists here. It only leads to trouble.
Well, I suppose you've had enough of meddling Americans for one millennium.
We are a very polite people.
Ah, I see. Well, he was definitely very pushy. He wanted that drink, for sure.
Yes, that sounds like Ferris. So how did you get out of it?
I just said no.
You just say no? You said no to Ferris?
Yeah, I told him that I wasn't interested.
That was it? Just not interested? And he was okay with that?
Well, no, actually, he wasn't okay with that at all. And then he sort of semi-confessed to a crime that he was hiding out from?
Oh, I see. Well, Ferris sure does have a big mouth, doesn't he?
If he is some master criminal, it's amazing that he's gotten away with it for this long. He definitely doesn't seem like any kind of a genius.
Oh, no, Ferris is no genius, but he is very charming. Yes, very charismatic. That's how he's gotten so far around here.
Well, do you think I should be, like, concerned or anything?
What do you mean? About what?
He said something sort of strange there at the end of our last conversation.
He did? What did he say?
Something about how I'd maybe find myself in Cambodia?
Find yourself in Cambodia? What's that supposed to mean? But you're already there.
Yeah, well, I guess it's kind of a, well, Western thing.
It's a Western thing to find yourself? I don't get it.
Yeah, neither do I, really.
So what are you concerned about? That he'll follow you there or something?
Well, yeah, basically. Have you seen him around today?
No, I haven't, but I haven't left the monastery. I'll be going down to the market later, though. If I see him, I'll let you know.
Okay, well, thanks, Duke.
Well, hello there, Hayden. How are you enjoying the country?
Ferris, what do you want?
And how did you know that it was me?
Well, I just figured out the creepy tone to the text.
Ah, I see. So you think that I'm creepy, huh? Why is that?
Oh, I don't know, because it seems like people disappear around you. You seem to have sort of a shady past. And you may or may not have been trying to kill me last night.
Kill you? What, when I was just trying to have a drink? No, that's crazy.
You were saying how you're on the lam, how you've done bad things, remember?
That was all talk. Just all big talk.
So who are you really, Ferris? Just some world traveler who has a crush on an American girl?
Well, yes. That is exactly all that I am.
And what about our mutual friend Duke?
Duke, the monk? What about him?
Well, he has some rather interesting ideas about you and about where you come from.
Oh, really? And what does that silly old fool have to say about me?
He says that your daddy is rich for one.
What? No, he isn't. I'm a self-made man.
And how do you make your money? You've never really told me that, did you?
I don't have to tell you anything.
Are you a drug dealer?
What? No!
A pornographer?
Huh?
An arms dealer?
Well, wouldn't you like to know?
I don't think you're any of those things. Actually, Ferris, I don't think you're a criminal, a killer, or even a very good dancer.
Oh, really? Then what am I?
Well, one thing I definitely do know you are.
And what's that?
A total daddy's boy who couldn't do anything without his money.
That's ridiculous. You don't know anything about me. I don't even have a dad.
Oh, really? So you're an orphan, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
So your dad isn't Charles Van Lupen III, and you aren't Charles Von Lupen IV, heir to a German peppermint fortune?
I don't know anything about peppermints.
Right, sure you don't. I think I see what's going on here, Ferris.
Oh yeah, and what's that? Tell me all about it.
I think you're some trust fund rich boy type without any cares or responsibilities in the world, so you just travel around doing whatever you want to do. Lying to people, making stuff up.
You better keep your mouth shut, girlie, if you know what's good for you.
Oh, so I don't interrupt your island cosplaying adventure, Mr. Von Lupen?
Look, I just want to be myself here, okay? I don't want to be a Von Lupen. I just want to be me. I want people to like me for me.
Well, you can't go around lying to everyone and expect people to like you for you, and you can't threaten them either.
I know, but I'm rich. I thought that's just what rich people do.
I don't know what rich people do, but I know what jerks do not do.
I guess I don't want to be a jerk. I'm sorry I got all scary and threatening with you. I guess I'm just kind of a sociopath.
Well, unfortunately, there's no cure for it except you staying far away from me.
Right, well, have a safe trip back. Okay, Hayden?
You too, Charles, wherever that may be.
Nah, I'm never going back.
Hey, Hayden. How have you been?
Oh, hi, Danny. I've been really great, actually.
So, how was the trip? The big tour of Southeast Asia?
It was actually pretty amazing in a lot of ways. Thank you for asking.
So, did you find yourself like you were hoping for?
Well, I'm not so sure that it's even possible to find myself in the way that I was hoping for, but I think I did find a few things I was looking for.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Some adventure, that's for sure.
Well, like what? Like what adventure?
Okay, I met a monk who's addicted to technology. That was pretty cool.
Oh, okay, well, I guess that does sound kind of interesting. Did anything else happen?
No. That was about it.
Well, no offense, but you broke up with me for that? I mean, hardly seems worth it, you know?
It was worth it, believe me, for the steps alone.
Yeah, well, maybe.
So, did you finally ever pass all those exams?
Yep, you're talking to a full-fledged podiatry intern now. Pretty cool, huh? Kind of makes you want to get back with me?
No, not exactly, Danny.
Well, now what are you going to do, now that you've found yourself, or whatever?
Well, I guess I'll do what I do best.
Which is?
Lose myself all over again. Hayden never heard from Ferris or Charles von Lupin IV ever again. She still occasionally trades texts with Duke, who still lives in the monastery on the mountain and is still desperately addicted to his smartphone. She decided that she didn't need to travel around the world to find herself, because when you get down to it, most places, just like most people, are all pretty much the same.